How can Karam Yoga keep you motivated in the pandemic world? Yes, this is a question which we face today. During the widespread pandemic, life has undergone an unprecedented change. For more than 5 months, most of us are stuck at home. There is no going out, not even for a walk, no going out for shopping, no visiting friends. Socializing is limited, contracted to social media calls and connects. No doubt it has caused stress, exceptional stress. Many jobs are lost, business very badly hit, causing financial dents, pits. No doubt this is an added problem to which one is exposed to. Yet, change is the law of nature. Even the most disruptive changes, of course, this is atrocious, colossal, first time in the world. But there is a light of hope. Karam Yoga shows us the path. A Karam Yogi will never have time to worry about changes around, because a Karam Yogi knows that changes are bound to be there from time to time, because he or she knows how to face challenges arising out of these changes. They know to find out solutions and act on these. A Karam Yogi is resilient, far more resilient than a common man. Their focus remains understanding their duty at any given time and in any circumstances. So nothing else remains important. Moreover, the Karam Yogi performs his duty without attachment to the results. They are only concerned with the process. Pursuit of excellence becomes their habit, because they keep on working on ways of improving their method, the procedure that they follow to the path of their duty. So the Karam Yoga can be defined as performance of duty with devotion, as if you are doing all for the Almighty. All your efforts are dedicated to His cause, which is humanity. When a person is working wholeheartedly for the welfare of the society, petty considerations of material gains or losses, they just vanish. While pursuing your duty with devotion, sooner than later, you start enjoying the process, and therefore you feel satisfied and your self esteem goes up. You follow the path of duty and remain unattached. It does not cause you any kind of stress. Besides, there is no occasion to compare yourself with others, and that will not breed any enemy. Lord Krishna tells Arjun in Shlok 3 and 4 of chapter 3 that a true Karam Yogi achieves nobility by following the path of duty. Giving up work or inaction or procrastination of any kind will never allow you to grow or be satisfied with yourself. Likewise, if you get into sorrow, if you get into emotional upheaval, it will never allow you to meet the significance of life. The Lord further says, Arjun, he who can control his mind and the senses and who can carry out his duty without attachment is indeed praiseworthy. You must carry out your work according to the principles enunciated in the scriptures, as carrying out your work is much better than not working. Besides, without work, you can't sustain. You can't just sustain yourself, your family, your life. The Lord continues, unless duty is performed in the spirit of yajna, any work which is done for the welfare of society without any ulterior motive, that is yajna, all actions have a tendency to invoke personal involvement. Therefore, Arjun, you should carry out your duty for the welfare of your family without attachment. You, with the performance of yajna, that is, work for the welfare of the society, will continue to do your best and keep on improving the process of your work. But a person who enjoys the pleasures of life without being grateful is just like a thief. Noble people who feed themselves with the prasad of yajna transcend and get the freedom from sins. But those who selfishly cook, who selfishly work for themselves, in fact, feed on sins, and that is why there is stress. But the person who realizes his soul, the Karam Yogi, who understands the importance of duty, remains happy with it, and for whom his soul is the cause of complete satisfaction. In fact, Karam Yogi transcends the necessity of performing the duty, because for the great soul in this world there remains no selfish deed, nor does he intend not to work. In fact, there remains no aspect of human selfishness in a Karam Yogi. Like true Karam Yogi, you should always continue performing your duty to the best of your ability. To the best of your ability without attachment, because you are not attached to the results. But one who carries out with his duty, keeping the results only in view, is not able to perform so well. He is afflicted with all the cares, stress, anxiety, and worry. Besides, just as caught in attachment, an ignorant person carries on with his work, the knowledgeable person, the Karam Yogi, should also carries out his duty without attachment in the interest of humanity. In fact, Karam Yogi realizes that all the deeds are done to the effects of three gunas, attributed and created by nature. Still, the person who is full of ego considers that he alone has done the job and he is the doer. This is another reason ego gets hurt whenever, due to his own folly or due to some circumstances, he fails. But a true Karam Yogi knows that the success and failure, they are intertwined, and therefore he doesn't worry about it. Karam Yogi always have faith in omnipotent, and therefore dedicate everything to me, the Almighty. The Karam Yogi carries out on with his duty without any hope without any attachment, without any remorse, or without any happiness attached to the results. His happiness is only in dedication, dedicating everything for the society, for the humanity. Furthermore, Karam Yogi realizes that his own duty is always preferable, even if it appears to be without greatness, without glamour, as compared to the duty or work of another person, another human being. So he doesn't have any jealousy, he doesn't feel envy. It is worthy even to die performing one's own duty. The duty of other human being is always full of fright and is bound to call fear. That's what the Karam Yogi realizes. So the disruption of the routine of the work due to pandemic will not disturb the Karam Yogi because he follows the principle that he has a duty in any circumstances and the circumstances keep on changing. For example, Arjun had gone to wage a war against it was a righteous war against the Kauravas, against his own family members. But the moment he sees, the moment he finds that both sides is full of his relatives, he is emotionally disturbed, emotionally upset. There is total upheaval. And therefore, he loses balance. He becomes weak. He is not able to decide. That's where he asks Lord Krishna to help him. And Lord Krishna says that you have to be true Karam Yogi and you have to follow the path of your duty. Don't you think who dies because you are not responsible. Everybody who comes here has to die. And you have only to realize what is your duty and follow the path of duty.